Okay, so are we running? Yes, we are. Okay, great. I'll just trim that out. So, for those who didn't know, we're going to change it up a little bit. I like to take these videos when I'm out on a hike or out on a walk, even just out back. Just kind of being in nature helps me get away from my data, looking at all day job and just numbers and trends and whatnot. I find it very peaceful. So for those who didn't know, O.J. Simpson passed away. So I guess he's finally in heaven with his wife. yeah, we did that. But I was kind of thinking, a lot of people who feel that things are getting very bad society-wise, this, that, and the other. Was he kind of the starting point about it? I mean, that whole trial was nuts. It was a clown show, and people now say things are clown world. So it's kind of something I think about. I wasn't old enough to watch him play football. For those who can separate the art and the artist, he sure could play. Um, but I guess, it's kind of a weird thing to think about. Like, I'm looking at all the crazy stuff that happens now and what's acceptable in society versus what isn't anymore. And to think, like, in his case, obviously we all know the glove don't fit, you must have quit, which made a joke on the South Park TV show about Chewbacca defense. And, well, that's actually legally taught like, legit taught in law schools now, the Chewbacca defense. We've learned something from something that everybody laughed at, the case being so nutty, that made a TV show that themed on potty humor, and then that somehow ends up like people are sitting there in pre-law and Cornell and other fancy schools, and they're talking about, okay, so on this cartoon where they make a lot of fart jokes, we're going to educate you for your career. And I mean, you kind of look at it for the legal side as, yeah, kind of just getting off on a tangent can mess with jurors and stuff. So, but still, it's weird, and I'm kind of getting on a tangent myself. Something's out there, but I guess, as someone who grew up and watched the Naked Gun movies, you remember that stuff. You remember all the trials and stuff he put himself through and other people. But I guess wondering, and maybe I'm just thinking a little too much, or had too much coffee or not enough coffee, but perhaps OJ was the start of Clown World. And now he's gone. He might find out who the killer is up in heaven.